Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a guided meditation, and the theme is cutting cords. So many of you already have a cutting cord practice that you integrate into your life, and some of you may be new to cutting cords. And what cutting cords is separating the ethereal cords that we have with other people in our life. So basically, anytime we meet somebody, we create an etherical cord. It's an energy cord. It's a cord that it helps us to, how should I say this? It helps us to speak on the energetic level with another person. So it's where nonverbal communication lives in our body. It's how we transfer information to one another on a subtle level, other than what our words are saying. And we do this with everyone, but our closest relationships, we tend to create more and stronger ethereal cords. Our strongest ethereal cord is with our parents, of course, especially our mother, because we are connected by the umbilical cord. And once that umbilical cord is cut, it's replaced with a very strong ethereal cord. And, and this is a good thing. Like I said, it helps us to sense a person's energy. It helps us to connect to their soul, their spirit, their true intention. So it gives us a lot of information that doesn't come up, on the surface. So it helps us to tap into our own intuition about a person's energy and where they're coming from. Where this could become a problem is that not only do we connect etherically with bonds of love and peace and camaraderie and collaboration, we also create etheric cords on any ego negativity stuff that comes up. And a lot of this is harmless. We're in relationships, we have power struggles, we have, judgments, negative thoughts, triggers that just automatically come up all the time. That's what our ego does. And so it'll create this energetic cord with the other person. And what happens is, if we don't cut those cords, it could be secretly draining energy from us and from the other person. And it can also create energetic memory, so that every time we are face to face with that person again, we're not necessarily relating to them from the present moment. So each time we come face to face with our loved ones, our friends, and people in the community, it's a new time. We're a new person, they're a new person. It's like meeting them for the first time again. But what happens is this energetic memory, deep on the subconscious level, will trigger any sort of negative thoughts or beliefs or triggers that came up in the past, and it replays it, much like static on the background of a tape. So we want to clear this static, so that way we can relate to the person from who they are in the present, and they can relate to us. And also we get our power, we get our energy back. The last thing we want to do is drain power from another person or have them drain it from us. We want to be in a strong energetic place, so that way, we can nurture the etheric cord that comes from a sense of love bonding. And like I said, this happens automatically. It's nothing we're doing wrong. It's just, as humans, we have this shadow side. We have this ego, that's trying to protect its own territory. And this is one way it does it, by categorizing a person energetically as, watch out for that, watch out for this personality trait. And it does that on an energetic level. So we don't want to carry that stuff around. So it's important to cut your cords pretty often. We just had a change of season. The equinox into the spring is a great time to cut cords. Every time the seasons change is a great time to cut cords. But you could do it every day. You could do it once a week, especially if you have difficult relationships. You want to cut those cords pretty regularly, so that you can, again, give them their power back, get your power back, and start to see them in a new way and breathe life into the relationship, so that way when you come back together, it's more pure. It's on a pure, more clear, present level, interaction. So it's better for all. So another thing is, some people get scared that by cutting cords, it means releasing someone from your life. And that can be farther from the truth. What we do is we release dysfunctional wound bonding. So we bond with people sometimes over our wounds and not necessarily our glory. And, even after we've got the lesson of that bond, we continue to carry the residual negative energy of that bonding. And we want to get rid of that. So by cutting these cords, you're actually freeing up the space between you and your friendships and your relationships to provide space for more loving interaction. And it also protects you, because if this person in your life is not coming from that pure loving state, then, and there's no cord for them to reattach, they will leave your life. But it's for your highest good, and it's for their highest good, because for whatever reason, that relationship is creating a energy vampire, and on their end, but also on your end, because if you're not cleaning up your cords, you're also draining that energy from them. So, it's enabling them. They may be sucking your energy dry, but you're allowing it. So it's two sides of the same coin. So again, don't be scared. If you cut cords, it doesn't mean somebody's gonna drop out of your life or die, or you can't be friends with this person. It just means you're going to be able to relate to them in a more pure way. You'll get to see the true intention of the relationship, and you can assess better if that relationship is in your highest good, which is, really a place you want to stand when you are creating relationships. You don't want to be coming from, codependency or reliance or negative relationship patterns. You want to come from a whole, healed, powerful place and choose to have a person in your life. And, by clearing it out regularly, you don't get yourself tripped up on some of the old negative patterns that come up quite naturally in relationships. So have fun with it, experiment with it. If you have any doubt, you don't have to cut the cords that are the loving bonds, just, the negative ones. And you surround yourself and them with divine light. And as I go into this meditation, we are going to start it off with an intention and a prayer. So if you have any fear, set your own intention, set your own prayer. And what I'll do is I'm going to pause the video and do the meditation as a part 2. So that way you have some time, if you want to sit, meditate, create your own intention, your own prayer of protection before you go into the meditation. Like I said, that's just if you're a little worried about it. You can always fix any worry or fear by creating your own prayer or intentional language around it. So that way you're not influenced by anyone else's point of view. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and then I'm going to start the meditation on a new one very shortly. And I will see you soon.